ladies and gentlemen, we have Reuven Azar, who is a distinguished diplomat with extensive experience in the international relations, security policy, and economic cooperation. He served as the ambassador of Israel to India since August 2024, concurrently holding non-resident ambassadorships to Sri Lanka and Bhutan. Prior to this, Reuven served as an ambassador of Israel to Romania from August 2022. His career highlights include heading Israel, US, China Internal Task Force at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and serving as the Deputy National Security Advisor for the Foreign Policy at the National Security Council, where he also was the foreign policy advisor to the Prime Minister of Israel. With a career spanning nearly 3 decades, Reuven has held pivotal roles, including Deputy Ambassador at the Embassy of Israel in Washington, D.C., Head of Middle East Research at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and Deputy Head of Mission at the Embassy of Israel in Amman. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's give him as well a bigger round of applause as we acknowledge his presence.
Good afternoon, IIT. I'd like to thank you, Honorable Minister, dear Debashish, and all our friends here in India. India is our great friend. Thank you very much for inviting me to speak with you today. I'd like to report to you, because you are our true friends, that 15 months after the most terrible massacre against our people since our independence, Israel has prevailed. Israel is strong, and we have managed to liberate ourselves from the suffocating ring of a seventh front attack coming from the radical regime of Iran. They no longer control Lebanon, no longer control Syria. We have destroyed tens of thousands of missiles, factories, and infrastructures that were menacing our country. But it's not only that. The Israeli economy has remained strong. Because even though we had to withstand this terrible attack and fight back with more than 300,000 recruits from our civilians, our economy not only not retracted, it continued to grow during 2024 at a rate of 1.5%. So we are, as this war is coming to an end, we still have to bring all our hostages back, and we will not rest until the last of our hostages is back home. But we are at the outset of a jumpstart of our economy. And in this context, I want to tell you something about Israel and India. Israelis have rediscovered the friendship that has come from the Indian government and the Indian people. 2 days ago, I retweeted a tweet published by World Statistics. And guess what? This statistic was saying that the country that loves India most is the state of Israel, with 71% support. So India, you don't have a better friend than the state of Israel. Now, I'm going to talk to you today about our R&D and how we can increase joint cooperation in research and development between Israel and India. Now, the Israeli economy is basically based on exporting innovation. We export 53% of our exports in innovation products. That's 20% of our GDP, and we employ 12% of our workforce in innovation. In Israel, we have more than 7,200 startups. You see venture capital companies from all over the world doing R&D in Israel. And we have more than 90 unicorns. That means technology companies that have a capital of more than $1 billion that produce a global innovative solution. Now, I want to you to pay attention especially to the 18 TTOs. TTOs is a transfer of technology offices that we have in our research institutions, in our universities and our biggest hospitals. These are the units that translate emerging technologies into commercial solutions and patents. We want to connect that ecosystem to the ecosystem of the IITs and the universities in India. Now, as you probably know, Israel is #1 in the number of startups per capita in the world, and we still hold the #1 R&D investment ratio per capita in the world. So what we have been doing with the IIT so far and what we want to do in the future. So we've been doing student exchanges. For example, Ben-Gurion University is hosting more than 2,500 students, postdoctorates and doctorates. We are doing joint publications. We are concentrating in important fields like water. But what we want to do more is joint R&D. So the first program I want to expose to you today is a program that has been going now for 8 years, that has spent already $26 million in financing joint R&D between Israel and India. This program is open for proposals. As you can see, you have the QR code there. If you want to apply together with an Israeli partner for a grant, you can go to our website of the joint R&D fund between Israel and India and apply for proposals. If you need more details, Melissa De Silva can send you the presentation and you will be able to apply. We are doing a lot of work on water. We have a partnership with IIT Roorkee and IIT Madras. We are about to establish a center of excellence that will demonstrate the water technologies that we have to offer. My sense since I arrived here is that the water challenge is going to be the biggest challenge India is going to face in the coming years as a result of the very speedy development your country is going. And we have to do more in order to supply solutions in both network management, in irrigation, in purification, and in desalination. So we will continue working on that in the future. Now, a second breakthrough program that I want to expose to you today is called Drishti. As you know, Israel and India have been doing a lot of cooperation in defense in general, but also in defense industries. The Israeli defense companies, mainly IAI, Rafael, and Elbit, have been transforming their operations in India to adapt to the Make in India policy. And today, they have established multiple companies in India in partnership with Indian partners, doing maintenance, doing manufacturing. But the next stage we want to do when it comes to defense cooperation is joint R&D. In addition to that, we want to do dual use, because a lot of things that we are doing on defense can be translated to the civilian sector. Therefore, we have a program that empowers innovation and cooperation with 10 startups that have come to Hyderabad and are partnering with T-Hub to stay for 12 months in Hyderabad and see how they can cooperate with the Indian startup ecosystem. So if you are interested in that, I invite you to take this QR code, to contact Drishti, and to be part of this attempt of taking emerging technologies to the next stage. In addition to that, IAI, which is our leading governmental defense company present in India, is also going to the next stage. And they have opened a new fund to finance Indian startups and to accelerate them and help them to grow and conquer global markets through their network. This is a very interesting program. It was opened about 2 months ago, and it's open for applications. I would urge you, here you have. I would urge you to apply to this program. It's a very interesting program, and if you have any question regarding that, I will be more than happy to to share it with you. So, beyond all these funds that are being opened up, we at the Embassy of Israel are partnering with IITs all over India to have activities that promote innovation, cooperation on AI, mentorships, etc. We have an innovation officer in our embassy, Maya Sherman, that already has worked with many IITs around the country, and we are open for more collaboration and for doing activities together. Now, I want to tell you something that is very important. 2025 is going to be the year in which our relationships are going to go to the next level. And I'll tell you why. Because we have opened this year very robustly. Already in December, we had here the head of our innovation authority that has agreed with DST to work together to try to do R&D on quantum. Israel has a program of $100 million in quantum, governmental program, and India has a program of $800 million. A delegation from DST is going to come to Israel on March to be exposed to the Israeli labs, to the Israeli startups, and to think how we can work together on quantum, because that's the future. We want to work together on semiconductors. Most of the global companies that are doing R&D of the next generation semiconductors are working in Israel. We want to work with India on semiconductors. In addition to that, and mark that in your calendar, on the 11th and 12th of February, we're going to have the biggest business delegation from Israel ever. Together with Minister Peyush Goyal, FICCI, and CII, they are going to host more than 25 CEOs coming, all the heads of the Israeli economic sector coming with our Minister of Economy. They are going to do sessions in Delhi. If you want to partner with Israeli companies, that's your opportunity. Come to Delhi on the 11th and the 12th of February, and we will connect you to the event. This is going to be a very important jumpstart for the year 2025. In addition to that, we are re-engaging in signing agreements between India and Israel. In March, we're going to have a delegation to finalize our mutual investment agreement, and there are many, many activities to come. So I'm very glad, very thankful to have been given the right and the privilege to serve my country here in India, because India is the next global power. India is the rising power in the world. We have joint challenges, we have joint opportunities, and together, although we are very small, we can complement each other, we support each other, we partner with each other. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for hosting this. Thank you.